Watson Stadium, where today Bradford Northern entertain a side that over the years has been something of a thorn in the flesh to them, causing one or two upsets over the years, and that's Sheffield Eagles. Bradford Northern team, Dave Watson at full-back, Roger Simpson and Kebby on the wings, McGowan and Shelford from a formidable centre pair with half-backs Neil Summers and Derek Fox. One or two problems in the pack for Bradford today. David Hobbs and Carl Fairbank both failed fitness tests this morning, so a revised lineup for Bradford will be Roy Powell at number 8, Clark at number 9, preferred to long-established player number 9, the Bradford shirt, Brian Noble, John Hamer, number 10, Paul Medley and Paul Dixon in the second row, with David Heron at loose forward. And the substitutes today are Paul Newlove, Bradford record signing from Featherstone Rovers, and Adam Boothroyd, a former Huddersfield fan. The Sheffield side sees Mark Gampson at number 1, Linton Scott at 2, Richard Price, the former Hull player, at 3, with Chris McKenna, who I believe is making his debut today, and David Plange, the former Castleford winger. A big blow for Sheffield today that Daryl Powell is unfit, and his place is taken by young Ryan Sheridan, one of the stars really destined for the future, and he's partnered by Mark Aston at number 7. The front row, Paul Broadbent, Mick Cook and Alex Thompson, with Paul Carr, Bruce Bagaya making his debut from Brisbane Broncos this season, and Anthony Farrell, the former Huddersfield winger, making the number 13 shirt. And the Sheffield substitutes are David Frazee and Ian Hughes. Well, I'm pleased to have with me today a man who's no stranger to Wattsall. He's on the coaching staff for many years, Mick McGowan, who's now had various roles at various clubs throughout his life. But Mick, what capacity in these days?
Well, just an observer now, John. Just come round and just commentate on the videos and just enjoy myself.
That's I envy you there, Mick. So what's your views on today's game from the off then, Mick?
Well, Sheffield will miss Daryl Powell, of course. He's a huge influence on the club and on the team when they're on the field. The Eagles will have to keep tight in the middle and get hold of this Bradford pack.
Yeah, that's where Bradford's strength has been over the years. I think Peter Fox will be first to give that. Really, Bradford haven't really gelled yet. They've got 2 wins out of 2. Looking to get out of prison at Oldham a couple of weeks ago. A fantastic late try from David Watson. But as I was saying, we're looking very much to little Derek Fox to get them buzzing. Neil Summers always going to be a danger out wide. Lacking David Hobbs today. David obviously a very initial figure on the pattern of Northern play. And we just need to see how they go. A lot more responsibility on Derek Fox organising his man, but straight away Northern putting Sheffield under pressure. A long deep kick into the corner from Derek Fox. I'm sure that'll be a feature of his play today. A lot of competition in the Bradford camp these days. For the three-quarter places there with Paul Newlove in a substitute today. Obviously, he'll definitely be coming back into the reckoning, and as soon as he's fit, being suffering a little bit from a groin injury, and obviously Peter not wanting to risk him straight from the start, decided to put him on the bench to see how things go. But I'm sure if Northern decides to struggle, Peter Fox will be looking to bring on his record signing as soon as possible. So knock on there, Sheffield really squandering that first piece of possession that they have, so it'll be a scrum just inside the Sheffield half. Derek Fox organising his troops, calling David Watson in. I think what you'll see today, Mick, Dave Watson comes into the line every opportunity. Sometimes I don't feel he comes in at the right position. He's coming like an extra standoff rather than hitting the line in the centres where traditionally full-backs have linked in.
Yeah, well, that, as you say, that's a traditional role that full-backs used to have, but the thing now is to disrupt the defensive line, and there's nobody better than David Watson in the game, along with Jason Robinson at Wigan, who does the same job for Wigan, comes in off the wing and takes a ball in any position, runs at the line and disrupts the defence.
So John Hamer, Bradford Northern taking the ball to the Sheffield post, giving Fox an option of attacking left or right. This time he decides to hit the left, a little chip through, put behind the Sheffield defence. Summers going rather high, missing that particular tackle. Medley, Daryl Shelford looking very, very keen, and he's one of the players really that can't be guaranteed a first team spot. He'll be looking to try and persuade Peter Fox that he's the man to partner Paul Newlove. So Mark Aston kicking Sheffield up, an excellent kick, just rolling into touch inside the Bradford 22. been interesting to see Ryan Sheridan to play today, Mick. I saw him last year playing at academy level. I think he played for Yorkshire when I saw him, but obviously one for the future.
Certainly is. He had some tremendous games with the first team last season, played quite a few first team games, and yeah, I agree with you. He's a player to watch for the future. I don't think standoff's his natural position, but filling in as the club requires him. Interesting that Eagles then went to the line. They didn't kick the ball to David Watson.
Yeah, well, obviously Gary Addington done his homework. This time it is young Ryan Sheridan finding the Northern defence a little bit too strong for him this time. Steve McGowan, Grim across. Big Alex Thompson, another youngster Alex Thompson. A lot of young lads in this Sheffield side, Mike.
Certainly are. They've all come through, and they're in a good position here. You'll probably see Carr go from acting half-back. He got over the line.
Yeah, that like a try to me. A little bit sloppy defence there from Bradford Northern. Wasn't Carr on that particular occasion. It was, I think that was Paul Carr. Sorry, I'm getting the numbers mixed up. So you did right there. Bit of excellent tipping there from Mick.
Well, Paul Carr's one of the strongest players to pick up and go short to the line. He scored many tries, scored a lot of tries with Hunslet, and scored a lot of tries with the Eagles as well.
Paul Carr to give Sheffield a really good start. It looks like he'll make no mistake with this short Mark Casson. He doesn't. That's 6 points to 0. And Bradford obviously have got a game on their hands. So as Mark Casson taking that kick, little Derek Fox going around his troops. Derek Fox of course taking up the captaincy from David Hobbs. And really, one or two other fans pointed out that, well, it was unprofessional, they're saying, and it's the kind of try that really any team worth the salt at any level doesn't let in those kind of tries. So I'm sure Peter Fox will be rather unhappy about that one. So the gift will go again. This time it's Richard Price, uses his foot to pull the ball in.
And that all came from a win against the head, and again that shows how you need to disrupt defences now. Eagles won that scrum against the head, and Northern never really recovered from that.
Once again it's Nick Cook racing away from acting half-back. We'll see Aston here dominating from first man. Good ball out, Heron missing a tackle, good support playing it. Look a bit number 2 for Sheffield. It's a brilliant try-saving tackle from Shelford. But once again, gaping gaps in this Bradford Northern defence. This time Paul Carr getting to on the 6, so that'll be the handover. But once again, very enterprising play from Sheffield. David Watson shimming away but making no ground that occasion. This is where the big Bradford Northern forwards have to come into their own. Trevor Clark takes them away from that danger area. Switcher play this time to John Hamer. That's better play from Bradford. Excellent play from John Hamer, but there's no support with him. And John Hamer's still going. Brilliant play by Hamer to Clark. Clark just can't get that ball into Kebby. But the Bradford support being very, very slow getting there. Derek Fox to Heron, does an overlap out wide. Heron decides to go himself, cuts inside, puts out a poor pass. And Sheffield come away with the ball. I think David took the wrong option on that occasion, Mike. 2 or 3 man overlap. I think it would have been better using an early ball there.
It certainly was. What a run from John Hamer though. He left plenty of Sheffield players in his wake, and 1 or 2 still not up off the feet.
I think we can put that down to record yardage for Johnny there when they do the stats at the end of the day. Farrell gets the ball to Walter Price. Linton Scott inside outside. This is better play. Well, they've given play on as referee. Looks a little bit of dubious that one. Mr. Whitfield saying it came off a hand of a Bradford Northern player. So the try has been given and Bradford find themselves 10-0 down.
Well, that's excellent play from the Eagles. Again, picked the ball up. Planch took the ball on the right-hand side and the Eagles came right down the field in 3 tackles. And superb play from Stott and Price. And 2 prop forwards having big hands in those movements. Paul Broadbent, of course, kept going and kept the ball alive. Doing excellently well to follow the play all the way downfield. And that's 12 points to the Eagles.
So 15 minutes gone, Sheffield Eagles leading by 12 points to 0. So what's going to be a bit of a headache? It's getting a bit of a habit now. Derek Fox kicking off, I think, for the third time. This time it's Carr again. Once again we see, this time it's Price making extra yards, matching half back, and that's really an area. Losing the ball. Sheffield claiming that it was knocked out by the Bradford man, but this time Mr. Whitfield having none of it. So it'll be head and ball to Bradford. The last scrum that had and ball, they lost it, so Derek Fox will be making no mistakes this time. I think we'll say this. Well, he's making me eat my words, is Derek here. But it's obviously a good wheel there from Sheffield. Whether they're doing it on purpose or not, but they're certainly putting the Bradford 6 under pressure. So it's Fox to Summers. Ironic cheers as Bradford get the ball from the scrum at last. Simpson given no chance there though. Very closely marshalled by 3 Sheffield defenders, and McGowan driving in from the centre. This time it's a long ball to John Hamer. So far having a big game. So Derek Fox now takes the ball to the Sheffield defence. Better ball from Head, and McGowan just couldn't quite take it. Referee says play on. Little Simpson got a bit of a charge on here, cuts inside, but once again Bradford not getting past that gain line. Fox again, will he chip? Yes. This time it's a high, up and under. Fullback Gamson's underneath it. Good pressure from Shelford. Does the referee give play on? Well, it's a knock on by the Bradford player, so that'll be the turnover. But certainly good pressure there from Darryl Shelford, and Bradford just looking a little bit better there, Mike.
Certainly was. A good 6 and a terrific kick from Fox just in front of the try line. Gamson had to wait an age for it to come down, and Shelford got to it before him. And I think Shelford was onside.
Yeah. As I say, the kick's only as good as its chase, and an excellent chase there by the Bradford pair. Unfortunately for Bradford, Shelford just not managing to catch it cleanly. So it's Anthony Farrell. Very pacey for a forward. Farrell, former winger. Better ball inside to little Sheridan. Sheridan though, quite a little live wire. Long ball back to Aston. Aston kicks the ball deep. David Watson now with his first real chance to run at the opposition. Keeps the ball alive well. This time it's McGowan. Bradford players wandering back, not getting back there fast enough. It's Fox. Whacked by Dixon, better from Dixon. Sheffield defence coming up very, very fast as once again John Hamer takes us forward. Extra drive, excellent play by the Bradford Northern number 10. Fox, dummy run round from David Hedden. David Hedden tries to release it on the outside, but just couldn't quite manage to get his arms free. So it's Fox again. That little punt through. Right back to David Plange's corner, but this time it's going over a little slope in the corner, which Bradford used so well on occasions, just not coming off on this occasion. Bradford are going to have to put the pressure on. So straight away Sheffield start. Alex Thompson, 18-year-old prop. One has to congratulate Sheffield with the way they bring these youngsters through. Obviously not a big money club, can't afford to spend that much in the transfer market and rely very, very much on homegrown talent. Well, after a bit of debate there, Mr. Whitfield deciding to give Sheffield a penalty. I think he adjudicated there that the Sheffield man wasn't given the opportunity to play the ball, Mike.
Well, I think it was allowing advantage. John Hamer certainly didn't make any effort to get out of the way. Mr. Whitfield allowing advantage, but when the ball was left, I think he had no choice but to give the penalty.
Yeah, so long as they're consistent, I think that's all the players ask, that's all the fans ask. But Sheffield again, this time it's Farrell. A little bit flat on that occasion with Sheffield. Mick Cook scoops away from Martin Harper. That one looks suspiciously forward. But good support play from Cook. Started to move off, backed up inside. So once again, Bradford Northern find themselves under pressure. Short ball from Aston. Does well to get the ball away to Thompson as they got the power to go. And it's good defence from Bradford, but Sheffield keep it alive. And they've got a big overlap outside. They're going to need it. Well, there was a gaping gap outside here if young Sheridan had passed that ball. 2 or 3 men overlap. Watson goes in, covers the man up, and it brings us to the last tackle. So better defence on that occasion from Bradford. Aston missed a kick, and it's a wide open gap out here, and that's poor defensive play from Bradford. First of all, allowing a man to sneak in. Young Linton Scott on the right wing. And then, of course, allowing him to take an extra 50 metres to get underneath the post. But good play from Sheffield again.
Oh, excellent play from the Eagles. I mean, top defence from Northern there. Several men flooding in and taking 2 or 3 tacklers down just in front of the line. But the Northern keeping the ball alive on the 5th tackle. That's a good option. Aston was going to bring Gamson through and tow it through, but just decided to just flick a ball out. And McKenna just tipped the ball out again to stop. Making on the fringes of the ruck. They've broke time and time again. I don't think they've had a set of 6 where they haven't had to actually gone through the Bradford line.
That's correct, mate. Especially, I've been particularly impressed with Alex Thompson. As I said, he's only a youngster. I'm not quite sure he qualifies for the academy. He played in the academy side list. He does qualify, so obviously I'm sure that he'll be thereabouts when they name the Great Britain squad, because they have an excellent game today. Again, it's that inside ball. Bradford Northern aren't moving up. They're allowing Sheffield to come at us in this second phase. Aston decides to run this time. Summers' defence is good though. This time it's Maguire. Bringing Bradford a long way back. Aston this time. Well taken by Watson on the full. Straight into flange, but there's no way through for the little fella on that occasion. Simpson again. Going across the park, but no ground made. And really it's Heron, it's the big fellas that Northern have got to get in there at the moment. The guys that are going to do the hard yardage for us. Trevor Clark scoots away. It's Bruce Maguire in that distinctive helmet, who makes a big defence as Medley tries to bust outside, but that's an excellent tackle. That's where Medley's dangerous. And it looks as though he might have had a bad knock there. Bit of a dead leg. Or an ankle, I think Mike says. But Bradford looking a little bit lost at the moment, Mike.
Well, certainly are. They're not making the progress we thought they would before the match started at this stage of the game. 27 minutes gone. You have to say that it's the Bradford Northern pack that's had the rolls on, made the breaks, and carried the ball way downfield. Medley suffering from an injury. It was a terrific tackle from McKenna, went right underneath him and just grabbed one leg, and looks as though he may have twisted Paul's ankle or his knee, and we're looking for a stretcher. Clark signalling for a stretcher. Well, that's not never a pleasant thing to see in a football field. And it's always sickening to get any kind of an injury so early in the season, John, especially ankles and knees, because you never know when they're going to clean up. And we've got Paul Newlove. Nigel Stevens bring Paul Newlove to the touchline, and you can't envy Paul Newlove coming on in this situation. 18-0 down, you know.
Obviously a big gamble for him here, Mike. So we know Newlove's been struggling all week with this groin injury. I'm sure Peter Fox didn't want to risk him, but as you see how the game's gone, there's no alternative but to bring the big fella on. Let's hope he can do some damage out wide.
And Peter slinging him on in place of a second row forward. So we'll probably see McGowan go in the pack, I should think.
More than likely McGowan, yeah. Steve likes it in the pack. But obviously they've got other options with Daryl Shelford, another big man who could easily slot in there. But I think it'll be McGowan. But at the moment, Bradford are certainly going to have to work hard around that ruck area and make, as we said, the hard yardage. That's where they're going wrong at the moment. I'm sure everybody's hoping that Paul's going to be okay. Big Mac doesn't look too good at the moment. So Fox gets us underway, a long deep kick. Well taken by Gamson on the full. Good chase by Bradford at Shelford there straight away. Planche coming in from the wing looking for some work. Moving on this blind side of Sheffield. But once again you're seeing 3 drives making roughly 30 metres there. Running hard and running straight and running strong. It's Aston again. Aston dummying, shimmying. This time the Sheffield support just in front of him. Ryan switches play. Not the best of kicks, but really that's the first set of 6 there Sheffield haven't completed. So I'm sure the coach will be very, very pleased with that, Mike.
Certainly, that's been one of the Eagles' failings in the first couple of games. They just haven't finished the 6s off very well. And I think that came because Sheridan had it in his mind to go to the line rather than put it up in the air. And I think they've got Watson on the mind when they're on the return. And so it just shows you what influences people have on the other team's psychology.
Certainly. As you say, obviously Sheffield have been told to kick away from David Watson. This time better play, Trevor Clark just can't get the ball inside to Nula, who was in close support. But Bradford desperately needing to score now before half time. Heron, Watson coming into the line. It's Paul Dixon busting out wide, stands up, gets the ball back to Watson. Well, a good technical play from Bradford, but they're not making much yardage at the moment. Fox gets the ball to Nulov, but the Sheffield defence up very, very fast on that occasion. Fox again with that little chip into the corner. Better chasing game from Simpson on this occasion. Flanges round. Good play by Flange. Little Derek Fox chases kick up, couldn't quite get round the ankles of Flange. Just managed to tip him, but he managed to get away from that 25. This time it's the big number 8, Paul Broadbent. But once again, this time it's coming from short. Alex Thompson. And Will Farrell wants it this time. Long ball back. Losing these dummy runners very well. Watson's got it covered. Takes the ball, decides to have a go himself. Goes inside, but an excellent chasing game that time. Fox given the treatment by Mick Cook. Well, David Heron. Time to go forward, but Dave's really not the man who wants to be going forward on that occasion. Dave's really the link between the backs and the forwards. Outside to Dixon. Dixon drives forward, and the Bradford fans complaining that Mr. Whitfield's not getting these Sheffield back. Roy Powell comes through the ball. Clark decides to go himself, and this brings us to the 5th tackle. Heron hits the blind. Better ball to McGowan, who gets Simpson away, but the Sheffield defence up very, very fast. Simpson going to touch on the last tackle, so that'll be the handover. Really, Bradford's still not getting that direct play. Sheffield seem to be doing so well at the moment. Coming hard and short around that ruck area. Farrell there waiting for the ball. They're using the dummy run as well as Sheffield as well. I think quite a simple game plan that they've going. Farrell again. Obviously fancying himself as a ball handler these days, Anthony Farrell. Sheridan cuts inside. This time the Bradford Morgan defence moving up on both sides and cutting out that inside pass, which is stifling them a little bit. Puts the ball back, and we saw that how Bradford hadn't come off that defensive line, allowing Sheffield to make valuable yardage as we come to the last tackle. Aston this time decide to go for one, but pulls it wide. Not the best of kicks. 7 minutes to go before half time. Sheffield 16, Bradford Northern 0. And I said Bradford desperately wanting to try just before half time to give this score some respectability. Nulov gets the ball. Swats off one, then 2 play, but Farrell comes across. Lays the ball to Brimmer Kebby. Haven't really seen much of the action so far. Clark to Fox. Back inside to Powell, but Paul Broadbent marshalling Big Roy Powell very closely, not allowing him any move. Clark shoots from fracting half back inside to Watson. Watson's got a gap, but once again the Sheffield defence absolutely superb, pushing Northern back. Summers this time out to Paul Dixon. This is more like it from Northern. There's plays into Force. Summers has got great pace. Two men outside him. Gets the ball to McGowan. Slight suspicion of forward. And this time Bradford lose the ball. Now Sheffield lose it. Well, suspicion there, Michael, that the Sheffield defender just got his hand to that ball as McGowan were taking, but really a 3-1 chance like that, I should have thought that Bradford should have scored on that occasion.
Well, Mr. Whitfield was the best Sheffield defender in that movement. I think, I don't know who was carrying the ball, but I had to run around Mr. Whitfield.
Summers carrying the ball. Summers,
yeah, and he did a clear run to the line. You know, very lucky there, Sheffield, and unlucky for Bradford.
Yep. Fox decides to go down the blind. Squats off Aston. Powell. Barging through. So Bradford Northern now about 2 metres away from that Sheffield line. Powell very slow to get to his feet. Hamer. Once again, excellent tackling by Sheffield, not giving the Bradford attack any chance to get ahead of steam on. Dix Heron cuts inside, brilliant play. Kebby can't take the ball and throws it, finishes up, throws it into touch. An option in there, the touch should have seen something. I didn't see anything there. Mike, you think anything untoward?
No, I didn't see anything late, or may have been a touch of obstruction. See what Mr. Whitfield comes up with. Scrum down.
Yeah, scrum down Sheffield head, so obviously nothing worth the penalty. Sheffield feed the ball out to Sheridan. Farrell round from the scrum very fast, gives a good ball out. No Love misses his tackle, and little Sheridan there swatting him off. Aston just holding out the ball to Price, gives excellent ball to Planger, and Planger's got good pace as he races away from the Bradford cover. Watson misses his man, and it leads a late tackle from Neil Summers, who's been absolutely everywhere at the moment. Aston back inside to Carr. Aston again, and it's Sheffield queuing up here. Alex Thompson goes through, just can't get that final pass out, but the overlaps and overhead. If Aston can float it, that interception from No Love. Has No Love got the pace, or is that Groin going to tell on him? Groin striding away from Hampson. This is good play, excellent play from Nui. Will he go into the post? So with 3 minutes to go, Paul Newlove justifying the faith that Peter Fox showed in him. He'd been struggling with that groin injury all week. I think he showed there, Peter, that he showed there, Mick should have said that possibly that groin was okay, and maybe Peter Fox was with him a little bit ultra cautious. A 90-yard interception there by Paul Newlove, and I still hope Derek Fox can just add that little bit of an extra on. Derek makes no mistake. 16-6 to go with just a couple of minutes to go before half-time. Peter Fox on the field giving David Heron instructions. That will take a little bit of the pressure off, but still a long way to go for Bradford. Nigel Stevenson out there telling the guys to step up a gear. We've got to put this Sheffield attack under pressure, which they're not doing at the moment.
What the Eagles must do now is, speaking, you know, from the Eagles' point of view, is just not tighten up and not get anxious. Just keep playing the football that they keep playing, because in that last move, and they really lit Bradford apart, they came right down the field and had 2 or 3 chances to score, and just got to keep playing the football they do.
Derek Fox. 3 Sheffield defenders all around little Derek, because this time Heron wants the ball, decides to go forward himself, working tremendously hard with David Heron. Long ball to Fox, to Summers. Summers does well, buster tackle, gets it to Kebby. Kebby just can't take it. Not the best of passes to Kebby there, but if he hadn't managed to hang on to that one, his electrifying pace, I'm sure, would have seen him finish up somewhere near the Sheffield line. And it is, the ball went to ground, so it'll be a Sheffield head and ball right on the halfway line. Aston feeds the scrum. Sheridan gets Ganson away, doesn't make any yard, he doesn't take them forward. It's more like it from Bradford. Summers and Watson. Final though, managing to slip that ball every time. With Chris McKenna, everyone's looking to impress on his debut day. And once again Sheffield, through Alec Thompson, take that ball down the blind side. And again a missed tackle there from McGowan. Sheffield keeping it alive well. It's Price. So once again Sheffield making big yardage around that ruck area as Aston takes Sheffield forward. This time it's Maguire. I think Aston maybe considering looking for a drop goal. Just missed notice half time. No, he decided to run the ball. Nice ball to Price. Price has got a gap out there. Bradford haven't come off the line apart from Shelford, who's gone up on his own. This time it's Clark. Will that be back to one? I'm not right sure whether Bradford. Mr. Whitfield says no. So once again a good passage of play from Sheffield. Kept the ball alive very well at the end there. Neil Summers having to go from acting half-back. Right on the stroke of half time as we're going to injury time. A little bit of time not getting on for the injury to Paul Medley. Powell taking Bradford forward. As I say, Sheffield coming up very, very fast. The gaps out here, Fox can move it. Switches the play inside to Summers. Derek Fox looking busy. Nice ball, Watson to Nulov. Nulov steps inside his man. Last ditch tackle by McKenna. Fox for a brilliant kick down that touchline, just going dead.
It's interesting to know that Bill Garden has kept his eye on the game and he's switched centres. He's put McKenna, who was a big guy from Broncos, who's just come over this week, and he's put him on Paul Newlove.
Yeah, obviously realising that Paul Newlove can give little Richard Price probably 2 or 3 stone as Sheffield decide to bring on David Fraser. Don't know much about David Fraser. Mike, is he one of the youngsters from the Sheffield Academy side, or the signing from local rugby? Or?
No, he's a test play for France, John. He's played 18 tests for France. He's a very good player. He's been out of the game a while. He had a serious car accident and he's come back, and he's a guy that can run. He really is an excellent player, a quality player.
So, well, I hope you'll excuse my ignorance there. I hope the lad does well, because when everybody makes a comeback like that, it's nice to see them back in the game. Once again, Sheffield switching at big gaps there. Nulov has to go in. Doesn't quite kill man on ball though. And it's been notable of the gaps a little bit out wide from Bradforders. Fraser getting straight into the game. Quick play of the ball. Once again Sheffield come down the blind side. A nice kick through. There's a little bit too much in it though, and the ball goes dead, giving Bradford a chance to take a little bit of pressure off themselves. Out to Shelford. Shelford cuts inside. Clark. Looks like a very high tackle at that time. Mr. Whitfield has seen it. You got a Bruce Maguire on that occasion. Catching Hamer very, very high. Hamer looking a little bit groggy. With a tough cookie is John. The shot will shake that one off as Derek Fox puts us into the Sheffield half. So Fox and Clark working the run round. Fox comes round, 2 or 3 options, decides to hit Roy Powell.
Come on, let's see some quick passing.
Bradford has got to lift that game now for this last couple of minutes. Heading, once again, brilliant play by Heading. Got Johnny, got a man inside, Hamer dummies. Outside, the chance for Bradford and McGowan. Stepping one, stepping two. Bradford going to salvage something right in the stroke of half-time. Long forwarding pass to Fox. Fox get the ball to Summers. Excellent tackle though by young Sheridan. Headens steps inside. Now if Northern can just manage to get this ball out right, they've got an overlap out there. But they'll bring it inside. Dixon charging through. Yes, he gets his hand down. Well, Paul Dixon, how many times have we seen him do that? Playing for Leeds against Bradford. Just using that little bit of extra power to spin around and touch the ball down. So right on the stroke of half-time, Bradford Northern getting a try, which no doubt Derek Fox should kick. I think there's been a little bit more than 4 points between the two sides. All credit to Bradford Northern, they've come back well, they've still got the game. But I think the enterprising play that Sheffield have shown this half, Mike, really they haven't got their just desserts.
Well, I believe you get everything that you do deserve, John. I mean, all credit to Bradford. They've stuck in the game, they've come back and they've scored 12 points. Nice little combination there between Fox and Dixon. Just little pass and an excellent try from Dixon. And give a big rap to John Hamer, who broke the line, came upfield and got Shelford away. And the Eagles had to scramble to keep Shelford out and never recovered.
Good, yes, as you say, all credit to Bradford. So off goes Mark Aston. Little Simpson now. Now the Bradford fans are getting behind the players. As Simpson cuts across inside. His old buddy from Huddersfield, Anthony File, both played junior football for the Mull Green team.
Get up, baby,
Powell. More like it from Bradford. David Heron and Derek Fox starting to control the game. Long ball out to Watson. Watson's got his man inside. Brilliant step by Simpson.
Running all right. Running all right. Take it over. At least he keep hold of the ball.
Well, we saw Powell hitting and spinning there. Just couldn't quite get that ball away. Derek Fox wants his options. Excellent ball from Summers. Well, Bradford getting away with it again. A lob pass from Newlove. Men inside. Fox puts for the corner. Watson's chasing after this one. Has he weighted it correctly? Final just gets back. Nice little bit of work, sorry, should I say, from Plange. We're well into injury time at the moment. Farrell. Powell cover tackles along with David Heron. Farrell fights to get to his feet. Long ball back to Aston. Aston once again picking out the corners, making Watson and Kebby work. Kebby sauntering back there. Kebby cuts inside. Derek Fox there getting back. Super fitness from Fox to Summers.
He's right.
Summers just can't shake off Price. This time it's Simpson.
Keep two from there, might just get it into goals.
Fox again. Fox playing the options inside, not the best of passes. Dixon probably being wise to leave it, just making sure, not risking knocking on. Bradford making very little progress so far with his set of 6. Time it's McGowan. He does manage to make a few yards, but it brings us to the final tackle. Derek Fox in his familiar position. The Bradford chasers are all down there. Brilliant kick from, but once again I think it's going to be a little bit too powerful. Or is it? Yet it is, just going over that dead ball line. So the tide seems to have changed a little bit. Now it's the Sheffield players who are struggling to get back to support this play the ball. As good play by Frazee. Once again Sheffield switching it down. It's McKenna. McKenna showing good power. Gone down no love. Kevy's missed him. He's going good pace. It goes away, but Kevy's done well to get back. Just to put his man inside. And really Maguire. Try-saving tackle there from Derek Fox. Aston's got the men out wide, and the gap, so all Sheffield have to do is to move the ball. Sheridan cuts inside. Shelford's big enough. He holds the man up. But Sheffield must have had an 8-9 man overlap on that occasion. Maguire taking the ball to the northern line. The defenders must come off the line. Price, good defence from Bradford. Excellent play that time from Bradford. Once again, Aston decides to hit the blind. The man's out wide. Simpson's giving him the outside, and the referee giving a try. Yeah, Roger Simpson giving David Plange the outside. Plange decided took it and made no mistake, just scoring in the corner. So once again, we see the game flowing one way and then the other. So Peter Fox and Nigel Stevenson bellowing instructions from the box to the Bradford players. I'm sure Peter will have one or two things to say at half time. And they won't be all complimentary, I'm sure of that. Derek Fox gets it away again. Deep into the Sheffield half. And there at last goes the half-time hooter. A half in which we've seen 6 tries, 2 to Bradford, 4 to Sheffield, which really for the spectators, Mike's been a very, very entertaining half.
Certainly entertaining. Everybody's getting their money's worth because it's been high quality stuff, John. You may put one or two question marks against Bradford's defence because the Eagles have penetrated the defence too often and too easily at times, especially on the fringes of the ruck. But Eagles come up with some entertaining football.
So they are playing well. Well, as we say, a half-time score of Sheffield Eagles 20, Bradford Northern 12.
20 points to 12, 8 points in it. Derek Fox about to restart. Would you assume, John, that Bradford have been told to keep an eye on Mark Aston?
I'm sure they have. I'm sure Peter Fox has read the right act down there, Mike. Obviously Aston's doing all the damage. He's just wandering around, no pressure on him whatsoever. And I think this half you'll find that I think maybe Paul Dixon will be chasing around a little bit more.
Farrell working the ball away from the quarter line, and the wind just picking up a little bit, and it's in Eagles' favour in this second half. So we may see Mark Aston going for 1 or 2 big kicks. There's a positional change for Bradford. Simpson's gone to full back. Watson's stepped up. And Mark Aston just toes that one over and happy to go to the corner. This time Simpson recovers. And that's a good tackle from Ian Hughes and a good chase. So obviously he wants David Watson up in the line with the ball in his hands as much as possible.
He does, yeah. Obviously that's where dangerous is, very, very dangerous. But Neil Summers, obviously he's put him on the wing. I don't think Neil will be too happy in that, but then we just the way that's how things go.
Fox, long ball to Dixon, and he's spotted by Bruce Maguire and Mick Cook. So again, no yardage gain from Bradford. Fox dummies, throws one over to Summers. Summers comes inside Plange, eventually dragged down by McKenna and Plange. Richard Price and Plange, I should say. Last tackle, Fox. That's gone off the side of his boot and that's going dead. Well, the close-in kicking's not been of the highest standard today. Thompson brings that ball away. And a big game so far, young Alex Thompson. Bruce Maguire. Tackled by Watson and Dixon. Broadbent now has a drive, finds a hole, gets one away to Cook. And again, Eagles getting that second phase ball away. It's amazing the number of times they've hit the line and released the ball. And Mark Gamson steals 20 metres again off Bradford. Well, the Eagles have brought the ball 60 metres downfield without any real effort. Alex Thompson, who started the set off, finishes it off. Last tackle, Aston floats the one to Maguire. Maguire gets one into Farrell. Farrell has Richard Price, and again the Eagles run the ball on the 6th tackle. Good variation.
Yeah, they're turning that, like I said, they're using that inside ball to the full. on every occasion, and really Bradford have got, coming off the defensive line, they've got to start moving up and cutting it out. It's as simple as that. And if Bradford keep hanging off them, I'm sure Sheffield will keep coming at us all day long.
So Bradford bringing the ball away. This is Shelford. Powell comes now. This is Roy Powell. Looks to get rid of the ball, can't. Thompson kills the ball. Watson looking to work some magic. That's good play from Watson. Clark drops the ball. And Mr. Whitfield, well played, good advantage then. Well done, Mr. Whitfield. A lot of referees would have blown in that situation, but Mr. Whitfield happy to delay the whistle. And an advantage did accrue to the to the Eagles. Broadbent again, makes it to the quarter line. And again, the Sheffield have brought the ball back upfield quite easily.
Yeah, they say they've done very, very well, but the forwards are coming hard, they're running strong, and all credit to the lads, they're doing an excellent job.
Young Ryan Sheridan there hasn't got away yet, but you can bet before the game's over he will slip the defence and go right upfield. Last tackle, and again the Eagles just 10 metres from the line. On the last tackle, Aston again goes to the hands. Price comes inside, toes it through this time. That's dangerous. That's offside. Oh, well, that's stupid from Anthony Farrell. And I make no apologies. No apologies for that. The ball was there for picking up and scoring a try, and Anthony Farrell played the man.
I just can't think what Farrell were thinking about there. All they had to do was pick the ball up. The Bradford Northern fullback, well, yeah, Simpson had made a right mess of it. And they said, like, really, that was 6 points for the asking, and the silly lad went in. I think it was Paul Dixon he took out, and Bradford come away with a penalty. Very, very poor play.
I mean, if they didn't come up with a score, there's 6 more tackles.
That's right. Well, I think it could have been game set and match, could that one, but as it is now, Bradford is still in here with a chance.
So out comes Shelford. Lack of priorities there then from Anthony Farrell. Good tackle from Alex Thompson on Powell. Fox brings McGowan running. McGowan. Well, that was never an head-high tackle for me from Richard Price. What would you say, John?
Well, he's only a little fella, is Simo. I think he did catch him high, but there was no malice there, no intention. I think it was just a good man and ball tackle that from Price. I'd have given him play on, but I'm one of the old-fashioned type, Mick.
So here we go then. Powell. Clark brings Shelford running, and Bruce Maguire then. Chance in his arm. Gamson collects that ball in eventually, and Cook works his way from acting halfback. So this game, one of the liveliest games we've seen for a long time. There's been an incident every 60 seconds, it seems, John.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Really getting value for money to spectators here. Well, this is where Bradford have got to work a little bit harder. And you can just keep Sheffield pinned down here for a while. Let's force them to kick and bring the game back to them.
I think if we look at the stats after the game, up till now, we will see that Bradford have really only contained Sheffield on one drive once so far in the game. And that may be the second, but that was only the third tackle that Mark Aston took a kick on. Mick Cook receiving treatment. Looks as though he may have broken a fingernail. I thought could be his nail polish that's wants buffing up. So both teams in the, if our cameraman can pull out just now, before the scrums go down, both teams in the normal formation now for modern teams. Both teams stand flat from the scrum, both the attacking team and the defending side. This is Powell.
That's not a fact that ball on
Watson. Well, that's the second time Watson's lost the ball trying to develop it. He's a destructive runner, but it can at times just chance his arm a little bit too much.
Yeah, if he's got a fault, that's what it is with David. He holds that ball there, and really it's for the taking. And lots of times, and I think a lot of coaches, the more and more Dave plays at this level, are going to pinpoint that. Cuts inside there, good break. It's just a bit of a weakness, as you say, with Dave.
So Sheridan nearly got away that time. It's Anthony Farrell straight into Dixon again. Paul Broadbent works it up the ruck. Eagle stacking deep left. Aston, Sheridan, Maguire throws one to Price. Price has to come back inside, but finds a soft spot. Aston comes on the support. Maguire now bringing Thompson in. No, decides to hold. Gets to within 10 metres, directly in front of the post. Aston bringing everybody left. Eagles got the numbers on the left. Bring Broadbent on the flat pass. Oh! Had Sheridan taken that pass, that would have been bye-bye again.
He'd have walked straight over the line, wouldn't he? Not a man there. As it was, the ball came away and bounced straight into Roger Simpson's hand, and Bradford Northern get another let-off.
Aston using Broadbent to perfection then. Broadbent pulled two men out of the defensive line. Aston floated the ball across him, and unfortunately Sheridan just didn't quite drag the ball in. Had he have done it, he just walked over the line. Powell. Again, Bradford working the ball away from their own quarter. Heron steps. That old familiar step of David Eddins. I'm sure he won't remember calling it old. It's been going since 1974. And that's not good play from Bradford. 6 tackles, not much progress made downfield, and getting caught in possession on the 6th. And Mick Cook looks in some distress. Looks as though he may have hurt a shoulder. And Alex Thompson again, a good run, and again, and the Eagles bringing the ball right back at Bradford. Bruce Maguire finds a hole. Watson hangs on. Thompson just takes it another 2 metres, and it's back to 1. Mr. Whitfield quite rightly saying that was played by a Bradford man. Sheridan steps through. Oh, you get the feeling that Sheridan can go through every time he gets the ball. McGanson spotted a hole. Oh my word, he must be a blade of grass short. Broadbent feeds McKenna. McKenna keeps alive to Cook, to Broadbent. Basketball. Sheridan will have to be careful. Farrell turns side to Maguire. Maguire's there. Tackled over the line. Excellent play again from Sheffield.
Yeah, but once again, Bradford, their own worst enemies, not coming off the line, not getting in that Sheffield line, and really just allowing Sheffield to play. You could see there Maguire decided to take Paul Dixon on, because Paul Dixon was giving him the outside, no support behind the inside, and it was just a brilliant try-saving tackle. Otherwise, once again, Sheffield would have been further in front.
So, here we go. This will be Sheffield's head and feed. Sheridan now. Sheridan beats Watson again. That's the 3rd time he's left Watson grasping thin air. No use, fancies a tilt, goes strongly to the posts, and again there seemed to be a lack of determination there in the Northern defence. McKenna, dummies. Aston calling numbers. Thompson takes the ball. This may be the flat ball for Broadbent to come charging onto. A lot of possession here now, Northern. Now he's turning it inside for Broadbent. Last tackle. And Maguire goes charging to the post, happy to hand the ball over in that situation. Not a bad option sometimes, that.
No, we're keeping Northern on their own line down here. I thought maybe Aston might have gone for the 1 point there, just to give Sheffield that 9 point buffer. but they obviously decided to take it in. And like you say, it is a good little move. Keep Northern pin on that try line. Sheffield playing very, very well at the moment.
So Kebby, this is John Hamer, who's the one most likely to bust the Eagles line on the evidence of today's play so far. Well, that'll be the first knock on. Yes, one finger up in the air. Mr. Whitfield indicating clearly. Mick Cook off, Paul Carr on, Anthony Farrell goes to the front row and wins the first scrum. In the meantime, Gamson keeps pedalling away and gets to within on the 30-metre line. This is Stott, he gets over the quarter line. Relentless pressure now for Northern. Aston, Broadbent, brings Sheridan running. Northern all back. Aston again goes to the short side, and this time Bruce Maguire just doesn't drag that one in. A little bit flat then the Eagles attack. Simpson. Shelford having a tilt, almost gets through. Good tackling from Hughes and Broadbent. Dixon now has a tilt. Powell now, this is a roll on for Northern. This is the best roll they've had this half. Oh, good tackle, good defence from Paul Carr. Took David Heron out before he could develop the ball. Last tackle. And Derek Fox again puts one in. Stott will recover this and run the ball back. Oh, gets away from Paul Newell. Excellent play, Linton Stott. Valuable meters those. Gamson again works his way upfield, gives his forwards a bit of a blow. Oh, good ball. Maguire's got Carr away, Carr's got Price away. Good chase, Steve McGowan. Again, Bradford looking short on the fringes of the ruck, and we've got Thompson. Oh, good play. Ian Hughes keeping it alive. Here comes Broadbent. Here comes Aston, man over. Oh, McKenna took the wrong option, but he's got away. He's still going. He's a metre from the line. What excellent play from the Eagles. Brought the ball 100 metres in 2 tackles. Sheridan, jinking and weaving, he's got over. Oh, that will be the game. That will be the game. Well, again, John, the Eagles broke on the fringe of the ruck from Maguire and Paul Carr.
Yeah, we've been there all day long. Little Sheridan, we said it all along, Ante, it looked like scoring for a while now. He brought left, there was no options on there. I think Watson had come flying up, he cut back inside. The Northern defence hadn't moved away from the line. The kid had the power and the strength just to turn over, try, a little bit similar to Paul Dixon's earlier on, spun round and got his head down.
With Mark Aston kicking with the wind in his favour. It's blowing diagonally across field to Mark Aston's left. And see if he adds the sweeteners. That looks good for 2 points, and it is. 26 points to 12 now. And again, a feature of the play is the Eagles' determination to keep the ball alive. Just before McKenna was tackled just short then.
Yeah, what must be disappointing though, that try came possibly from Bradford's best set of 6. They got the ball on their own line, 5 fabulous drives, took the ball well into the Sheffield territory. Came to turn up, well, it was a missed tackle from Newell on the far side, really. It got the momentum going for Sheffield. They ripped it out left, and all credit to them. They kept the ball alive 5 or 6 times and got the just results in the end.
So, again Paul Carr bringing the ball away. Eagles got to keep calm, keep playing the same football, don't get carried away. Keep the ball from Paul Newell will be a good plan. Thompson, that's just unnecessary in that situation. You just tend to do that when you're going forward. You can do that in your opponent's 10 metre line. You don't want to be doing it in your own quarter. In the meantime, Paul Broadbent drops a ball, but a good chase from Price and Aston. Make sure nothing comes of it. Clark feeds Boothroyd. Plays the ball. Dixon comes in. Oh, good defence. Good power defence from Eagles. Driving Dixon back. Watson just went to sleep then. Gets a good ball though to McGowan. Good play from Watson. McGowan's got Fox. Fox is being chased by Maguire. Oh, excellent play, Bruce Maguire. Great play from Bradford Northern. McGowan and Watson combining well then. Here's Watson again. Turns Powell inside. Last tackle. Well, men stood offside for Bradford Northern there. Floats one out to Summers. Plange goes underneath. Strong lad, Summers. The flag's up. And that will be a 25 tap.
David
Yeah. So, touch and goal. Summers is one of the strongest little men in the game, John.
Yeah, I thought he'd just sneaked in there, but obviously we'll have to see that one on the replay. I think he felt he'd scored, and Paul Dixon felt he'd scored. Maybe that's the way the game's gone for Bradford today. Obviously it's not going to count. But as you say, Neil's very, very strong. Good upper body strength is Neil. Superb balance, and a brilliant athlete. As I said, I don't really know why he's put him on the wing. He obviously wants a little bit more spark from David Watson. But he's too valuable a player, too an exciting a player to be stuck on the wing is Neil Summers.
Well, David Watson certainly sparked that movement off. Got two excellent balls away, got McGowan away first, then turned a late ball into Powell. He finished off with Fox floating the ball out to Summers. And here's Northern, Sheridan, just running a pivot on Mark Aston. Nothing came of it. And that's not a good pass from David Fraser. Aston, toes one through, that's going into the corner. Yeah, so David Fraser on for McKenna. So the Eagles, again, in a defensive formation, stood in a flat line, winger stands up, even this close to the opposing line, leaves them open to a kick. But Bradford play it through the hand. Oh, that's messy. That would be a penalty for me. Interference at the play of the ball. Boothroyd comes with the ball, has a strong run. Well, we haven't seen an awful lot of Paul Newlove really since he scored his first try.
No, well, let's be honest, the lad got the ball now. He hasn't really had the opportunity, so Bradford aren't getting the ball to him. You'd have thought that a lot of Bradford's game plan would be to get the ball to Noe, because obviously he's our most lethal weapon, along with this fella here, David Watson, who finds Summers with a good pass. Summers decides to take play on the outside, showing good pace at Summers. We'll take him on over the kick. He decides to take him on. They've got Trevor Clark with him, but that ball's gone back. Watson's got it. Watson inside to Paul. He hasn't got a pace, but Fox has, maybe. Fox side sets one. Brilliant ball. Oh, dearie me. Is that Bradford's day, Michael Watt?
Well, again, brilliant play from Neil Summers here. He got rid of David Plange, and as you say, Sean, excellent pace. Kept the ball alive. The ball went to ground. Fox handled the ball twice. That's a good tackle, good defensive tackle. Now that should be a 10-yard scrum. The ball was over the line and touched down behind the line. That should be a 10-metre scrum to Northern. But credit Paul Carr for coming 70 metres back, John, and chasing back and getting back in for that interception.
Oh yeah, full credit to them. I mean, that was a try really in anybody's book. 3-4. This could be a try for. Oh no, the Sheffield man's hanging back there. Well, I suppose that's where the fullback should be. Well, like we say, it's just not going for Bradford at the moment.
And Paul Dixon thought he had a try on then. In the meantime, Bradford come back with the ball. Well, I'm saying Bradford, they're getting me excited. Sheffield came back with the ball, and Bradford have the ball now. Well, everything going on here, and that's Fraser again. They're going to be spoken to by 10 minutes to David Fraser. Quite right. You just no need to be messing about in the play of the ball. I wish every referee would do that on every situation like that, John, when a player deliberately stops the game.
Yes, there was a time when they did it, but all of a sudden they seem to have, you know, we've got a little bit lax in it, but Bradford now with the extra man should be able to exploit this. Well, good referee on that occasion by Mr. Whitfield. But once again we saw the power and the strength of little Neil Summers as he charged down there. Not the best to play the balls, but it's Daryl Shelford. Bradford now going to make this pressure to pay with points if they're going to do anything in this game.
Great improvisation there from Derek Fox. And just lost that ball to play the ball, but improvised the situation wonderfully. So Northern, just half a metre from the line. Watson right. He gets the ball. Turns Bulls right back in. And Northern lose 7 metres on that play. Good defence from the Eagles. Good charging defence. Broadbent, Maguire and Hughes. This is Dixon. Holds the ball up for Simpson. Simpson trying to work his way clear. That's offside. Simpson worked that well. In the meantime, Fox taps the ball. Northern come up with a tackle. This is Amer, well, throwing everything desperately into this now, Northern. They know they have to score. They're 14 points behind, but to score more than one try. Good tackle, Paul Carr. Eagles on the rack. Northern stacking deep. Dixon stands up, nobody comes, goes for his second. Just tackles short, Paul Carr. Anthony Farrell. Watson picks up and goes and scores. Well, you felt that had to come, John.
Yeah, well, I say it's no more than Northern deserved. They've really put the pressure on these last 5 minutes. I think where Northern can pull it out of the fire, I don't really know. But that's certainly going to help a great deal. But good pressure from Bradford. Throw the ball about well. Still really not supporting in numbers, though. It's still one man, you know, a lot of what I call one-man rugby. But certainly, once again, Dave Watson, that's what he's doing, just around that area. You're not going to stop a little fella around there. I thought Dixon just might have reached out, got in for his second, but as it was, David Watson decided to go himself. Derek Fox just has on the extras. Like I say, Northern have got to start supporting a man with the ball a lot better, just like Sheffield did away. All credit to Sheffield. They played superbly today.
So, puts the game back open again. $18 points to 26. 8 points still between the two teams, and everything to play for. You get the feeling that either side can score now. And again, Summers showing his strength, just ducking underneath. Didn't quite get clear. John Amer. Roy Powell. Northern trying to get a roll on. Powell gets away. That's a good run from Powell. Watson floats one out to McGowan. McGowan getting outside Ian Hughes. His toe got the toe on Hughes. Shelford's in. No, he isn't. Good play, Ian Hughes. Good tackle, good play, Bradford Northern. Watson and McGowan combining again. Watson beautifully floated pass out to get McGowan away. Here we go, Clark turns it, Hamer inside to Powell. Powell turns out of 2 and gets over. Excellent play, Bradford Northern. Well, that man Watson, I think he's been a good... the switch has paid off for Northern, bringing him to stand off, John.
Certainly has, yeah, a bit of, obviously, tactical switch there from Peter Fox paying off. Putting the body like Derek Fox makes no mistakes. 26-24, what a game this is, Mike. Well, really, I must admit, I'd written Bradford Northern off 5 minutes ago, but it just goes to show how wrong you can be. As Aston really slowing things down now, really taking his time with his kick. And I'm sure Bradford once again will be throwing it. It's Paul coming back on. They've missed Carr while he's been off. Just goes to show you though how Frazee there, been in the sin bin for 10 minutes, and look what Bradford have done, Mike. 12 points, right back in the game. All through indiscipline. Anthony Farrell been replaced.
Yeah, absolutely unnecessary indiscipline too. So Cook back on for Anthony Farrell. Eagles restart. Oh, that's a mistake. Well, that ball was in dead, and the linesman was nowhere near play. Shelford playing to the odds and brought the ball away, but
See what he picked up?
the ball definitely dead then, John.
Yeah, definitely dead. But the touch was on the other side, right in line with it. Maybe Bradford's looks changing. Derek Fox with the ball, cuts inside. Need a little bit of luck if you're going to win the league, you know, Mike.
Well, I certainly do. It's a long season. And it's a long way between now and next April. And you need bits of luck right through. Again, Watson tries to get this time Shelford away. Thompson comes up with the ball. And the Eagles, really with the first bit of possession they've had in the last 10 minutes. In the meantime, Northern scored 12 points. Paul Carr spins, doesn't get a ball away this time. Alex Thompson, well, he's certainly showed up well against this Bradford Northern pack, Alex Thompson, because they're as big a pack as you're going to play against.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the youngster. I was impressed with him last year at academy level, but he stepped up here, I was saying, from Alliance to first team. I'm sure the kid's going to have a great future in front of him. Good work rate, big, hard, strong, the kind of young players that we want to be producing in the game nowadays.
The man injured down at the moment, looks in some distress. I think it's Mark Aston. No, it's not Mark Aston. Mr. Whitfield stops the clock. It's Mick Cook and David Fraze. Well, strange that David Fraze and Glenn Knight should go to the Bradford bench and ask them what the time is.
Yeah, well, when a game into it, Mark. No, I think
hardly partial.
I think what it is, the fourth official stuck on the next to the Bradford bench there. Obviously, Glenn Knight thought the time was up. He said, no, there's still a couple of minutes left. Get back in your hutch. But I'm sure Glenn will be getting on with the first opportunity.
And sad news again, Mick Cook being carried off. Only just a few seconds earlier. Got back on the field. In the meantime, Sheffield trying to work the ball out. Stock comes up with the ball. Aston puts one eye. This is a teaser. Everybody's onside. That's a teaser. Oh, well done, Roger Simpson. That's the most difficult ball in rugby league to take. When it's coming back down over the post, you have people chasing you. That's the most difficult ball in rugby league to take, John.
Yeah, took it well, did Roger. He's worked out at that aspect of the game as he goes through again. Luckily, the cushioning round the post felt the benefit of little Roger, because it could have been nasty, could that?
In the meantime, Bradford stepping the pace up again. Good ball, Fox feeds Watson. Watson looking to get the ball away again, carrying it in one hand. Sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't. It's certainly been on the positive side today for him. Gamson collects that kick from Fox. Plays Patsy with Steve McGowan. And McGowan eventually gets him. Plange carries the ball away. Aston feeds Broadbent. Sheridan steps. Oh, he keeps threatening to break right up the middle. Alex Thompson again drives the ball up to the quarter line. Last tackle. Aston toes one over, on a straight to Simpson though. This could be dangerous. Simpson gets the ball to Fox. All at sea, Bradford Northern defence is Kebby trying to get outside Stott. Well, Stott handled that well. Stott was caught in no man's land then with no support and did exceptionally well to cut Kebby down. This is New Love. Stands in the tackle, ball goes to ground, play on, start again, says Mr. Whitfield. Well, everything happening, John.
Yeah, excellent. I thought New were just going to step out of that one then, but Northern's going to keep this pressure on. About 5 minutes left in the game. Watson such a long pass out. Well taken by McGowan, but he's lost the ball. Simpson covers it well though. This time it's Summers again. Summers the danger man. Steps inside Plange. It's all Bradford now. Trevor Clark's inside him. McGowan's taking him on. McGowan's got the pace to score. That's to Clark. Well, I don't believe it. Get in there, Clarkie.
Well, excellent play, Bradford Northern. All that's happened while David Fraser's been off, and I think the Sheffield bench are saying that Fraser's been off a lot longer than 10 minutes, and it seems a long time. It'll be interesting to see on the video.
It does seem a long time, Mike, I must admit, but all credit to Bradford. McGowan and Summers doing really well down there.
So, man of the match for Bradford Northern, John Hamer. Well, you can't argue with that.
No, he's had a big game as John, but Derek Fox has been a very influential figure today. I'm glad to see Derek's played well. We know the Trojan-like performance, especially from Dave Watson, Roger Simpson, Daryl Shelford, he's going in the pack, never stopped trying. But I don't think anybody will argue that one. Full credit to Johnny, he deserved that one.
And Neil Summers has done an awful lot of damage on the wing. Again, it with that man, there's nothing on really. There's no room to work, just him and David Plange, and he got to do David Plange again.
That's right, I think Plange will be having nightmares tonight about Summers going round him 3, 4, 5 times. He's done it now. Excellent play from young Neil.
So 30 points to 26, 4 points in it, Northern lead for the first time in the game. And the Eagles will be bitterly disappointed to come out of the game with 0 today. They played very well last week and came away with no points. And again, Summers putting pressure on Mark Gamson. Oh, Mark Gamson took his eye off the ball. Give credit to Neil Summers again, he really legged it down that wing.
Great pressure from Summers there, and I think, like I say, Gamson just caught him out the corner of his eye. That little bit of hesitation came about, and now Sheffield find themselves right under the collar.
Fox feeds, hands to Watson. Watson turns, New Love in. Try. Well, big hole there in the Sheffield defence. Loose forward and scrum half, not really tracking across and filling that hole in.
Yeah, I think Sheffield is feeling a little bit despondent. A nicely worked move, one of the old-fashioned centre moves, stand off going across, big in the centre and an angled diagonal run, walking through the gap underneath the post. No more than Paul deserved really. It's been, like I say, an excellent comeback from Bradford. You can't really say. I must admit, I do feel for Sheffield because they've played so well, and as you say, they're going to come again away with nothing. But as you say, it's a funny game, it's rugby league.
So Fox, well, the Sheffield team don't think it's so humorous at the moment. Fox,
well, they're laughing on the Bradford bench anyway.
Yeah, as the sweetener. 36 points to 26, and who would have predicted that just 12, 15 minutes ago?
Well, I certainly would have done. Peter Fox obviously would have done, but as I said, I would have done.
So Bradford Northern coming up with 24 points in quick time, and again Summers brings the ball up, and at 4 points you wouldn't have ruled Sheffield out of the game, but at 10 points you will. Here comes Aim, a man of the match, deservedly so, because John Aim has played well throughout the game for Bradford Northern. When they weren't, they've played well in patches of Bradford, but John Aim has played well consistently throughout. Here comes Dixon. Tackled by Fraze. Last tackle. Fox puts one up. Everybody onside. Gamson underneath, well played. Mark Gamson didn't take his eye off the ball under extreme pressure from Newlove and Powell. Alex Thompson must be a tired man, he's done a lot of work today. Paul Carr, good driving run from Paul Carr, picks up 15 metres. Planche comes and takes one. Gets outside McGowan. McGowan brings him down. Last tackle. Eagles will go to hand, I think. No good kicking. Broadbent feeds Hughes. Hughes turns the ball back to Broadbent. Broadbent was just lighting a Woodbine up then. He thought he'd done his whack. And that's 6 tackles. And they look bitterly disappointed, the Eagles team. And you have to feel some sympathy for them. But you only get what you deserve in rugby league. I always believe that. There's nothing given about this game. And there goes the hooter. And what a tremendous game. I'll remember this game for a long time, John.
Yeah, excellent game, really excited. We said it was just that spell. Sheffield paid the penalty. Frazier in the sin bin for a professional foul. Bradford Northern coming with 18 points. Some might say, you know, 2 points at the end of the day that didn't deserve. But they kept going right to the end of Bradford. Full credit to them. One or two tactical changes by Peter Fox. He had the courage and the conviction. Well, we all know Peter Fox has got that to change things around. That's the mark of a good coach, and I would say full credit to Bradford Northern as they go across to salute the fans, who really, I think at one stage they're giving it over the lost course, but they stuck at it, and in the end get those valuable 2 points which will take them top of the league.
Yeah, I can't think of two changes having such a radical effect on a team as putting David Watson to stand off and Neil Summers on the wing. It's really worked wonders for the Northern. So Bradford Northern 3 for 3, Eagles 2 on 1, and looks like Northern are going to mount a serious challenge to Wigan's championship.
Well, let's all hope so. We could do a little. Leeds blew it on Friday night. We could do a little bit of honour over this side of the Pennines. Bradford look the team in form. Let's hope they can carry it on, Mike.
So from myself, Mick McGowan and John Simpson and Mike on video, join us again next week.
Wow. 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 Wow.